Hi, everybody. I'm Pauline Thornhill. Thanks for joining us. This week on Land and Sea, we're in beautiful Eastport, Newfoundland, where twice a week, summer and winter, there's a time in the hall. They range in age from 62 to 82, and there are 22 of them, the Time in the Hall dancers. These seniors have been threading and reeling for 6 years now, ever since one Eastport woman woke up one morning missing the old times, the dances of her youth. Mabel Hunter.
There'd be one here, one in St. Chad's, one in Burnside, all around the communities. We would go to them, wherever they were, because we thoroughly enjoyed square dancing. And that was really then, at that time, that was the only one that we really knew. Of course, now us being teenagers, we had a time to be back home, right? So we'd have to leave. But the older people, they could be there till 6 o'clock in the morning. As long as the accordion player played, they stayed.
The player for this group is Roger Bradley, teamed up with Gord Kelly on the guitar. Roger was playing for times when he was 10 years old, back when 15 cents or a quarter would get you in, and his memories are as vivid as Mabel's.
You'd be in the local hall, there'd be a meal cooked up, and when the meal was over, they moved back all the tables, and the dancers get out, and all the chairs be around the outside, and the dancers get out and they dance till the wee hours of the morning.
Do you enjoy it as much now as you did then?
Absolutely. I don't know, but we enjoy it more. Because we're a group together. We're a group of seniors. And we enjoy every minute of it. I mean, we're into so much. And we travel to other places to dance, and that's really exciting because you're meeting up with other people.
Does it make you feel young again when you dance?
Does it ever? Does it ever? We thoroughly enjoy it. And we got them age 62 to 82. That's the age of the dancers. So you can see, I mean, you saw them today, you know, they're all to go. And they love their dance.
And they love to eat.
We're not here. Not to worry about it today.
The dancers practice at the Society of United Fishermen's Hall in Eastport every Tuesday and Thursday, year-round.
We were panting for our breath, like starting off, right? Because we weren't used to it. But this is a really good exercise. It's really good exercise. And we miss it if we have to miss like a couple of nights not dancing. They're coming in saying, oh, maybe I missed that. You know, we really missed that.
Linda said there's Hollywood card.
There's often a lunch to clue things up and planning for the next event. That would be Mabel's department.
The reason the group is still around is because Mabel keeps it together. You know, she's persistent. I mean, you know, she must make hundreds of calls every week, and, you know, rounding up people and making sure they know that there's a dance and we're having a practice and it's time to go. So, yeah, she puts the effort into it to keep the group together.
I'm going to be there by 11:30.
Because we'll get a better place to park.
Yeah.
And when you go in, if you're there before me, there's a reservation for 20.
After Mabel woke up that morning with the thought of starting a square dance group, she went for a walk with these two friends, Linda Olford and Kate Grover, and she floated the idea.
We were all for it right away. There was no two ways about it. We were going to dance.
So what was the appeal, though? Like, why?
I can't really tell you. I don't really know. It just sounded good. Interesting, exciting. Bring back a dance that disappeared in Newfoundland. And we did it.
There was no question. There was no question. We knew we could do it. And we were going to do it. Simple as that.
But you hadn't square danced in a long
No,
time.
that's right. Since I was about 20 years old, probably, 25. No, I didn't. But that didn't bother. We were pretty well, you know, we were a good group. We were a young group and young at heart, let's say. And we were all in good shape. And, of course, from there it went.
We're of the age right now that if we don't preserve this, it's probably not going to be preserved. So that's a really important piece for me, too.
There's no lack of enthusiasm in the group or grit. In the last 6 years, some of the dancers have had strokes, heart attacks, hip replacements, knee replacements. Kate had both knees replaced at the same time, and 3 months later, she was back on the floor.
Probably, yeah.
Why would you even want to dance again after that?
Why not? I mean, dancing is all our lives. We just love our dancing. And I couldn't wait to get back. I could have danced before. The doctor said I could, but I waited another couple of weeks before so I could feel better about it. That was it. Dancing ever since.
Hello.
Good morning, Linda. Mabel calling.
Oh, hi, Mabel. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
As usual, Mabel is working the phone. The dancers are on the cusp of their biggest event of the summer, the annual Eastport Accordion Festival. So Mabel's rallying the troops.
Oh, awesome, yeah.
So what do you say about it?
Oh, I think it's wonderful. I really enjoyed that last year.
It should be good. It should be as nice as it was last year.
Mabel's rallying the troops and ironing her uniform. Oh yes, when it's an actual performance, the dancers always dress for the occasion. Mabel's even convinced the men to wear bow ties. Recruiting male dancers, would that be one of the biggest challenges in keeping the group alive?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So this is your chance now to put the call out. What have you got to say to all the potential male dancers out there?
Oh, yeah, the male dancers on the Eastport Peninsula, we'd love to have you come and join us. It's a great exercise, good for your health, and I'm sure you'll be with a good crowd.
But you have to wear a bow tie.
But you have to wear a bow tie.
The Accordion Festival is really something special to the dancers. So Mabel says for that one long weekend in July, they're at the organizers' beck and call.
And we'll do anything they ask us to do.
Will you dance naked?
No, no. No.
The first event of the festival is back at the hall. A time like from years ago, except this one will cost you more than a quarter.
84 plates. We had 20 in the first two calls. So.
It's still a great deal, though. $15 gets you a hot roast beef dinner with all the trimmings and an evening of entertainment, courtesy of the Time in the Hall dancers.
Presentation makes it up.
Just like in the old days, after supper is finished, the tables will be pushed back and the dancers will hit the floor.
You know, we're involved with it, whatever goes on. Like, wherever we're needed, we're there. And everybody's excited about it. We're excited about everywhere we go. And whatever comes up, we're excited about. We're excited about dancing on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. You know, because the accordion, we just all love the accordion, and the accordion festival is absolutely wonderful.
When we come back, we'll take you to one of the festival highlights, the stages of Selvage.
Come on, go now.
If you're looking for a classic Newfoundland outport, Selvage is it. Barely a 10-minute drive from Eastport. Selvage has become a key part of the accordion festival, or at least its fishing stages have. By mid-afternoon, these stages will be alive with the sound of music. But first, everyone has to eat. The 50-plus club is blocked. People are lined up for the fish cakes, the fish and brews, the fish chowder, the crab sandwiches, the cod au gratin, the baked beans. And the Time in the Hall dancers aren't about to miss out. Mabel, of course, had their tables reserved. They're all here in full costume, all the dancers and then some.
Audrey's my granddaughter, and she's here with me today. She's in training to be a dancer. So it's all good to get them used to it.
Do you think she will, though, realistically?
Who knows? Who knows? She loves music, and she usually really reacts well to it. So we'll find out today when we go down. We're down on the wharf for the stages, yes.
These three have been drawing crowds all weekend. 6-year-old William Regular, the youngest player at the festival. 11-year-old Kyle Brown, and 14-year-old Brandon Bowen.
I don't think that the tradition of Newfoundland accordion, button accordion, will ever die, as long as we got kids like that that are coming up.
Those little kids, I mean, we went to the show Thursday night. They just stole the show. I mean, they're just absolutely beautiful.
Mr. Regular over there today, and 6 years old, he can play better than he can talk. and he's going places, you can tell.
The kids might be drawing crowds, but they're not the only ones. They've danced in halls, they've danced in old age homes, they've danced in schools, they've even danced on a lawn. But this is the very first time the dancers have ventured out on a wharf.
We came to Salvage, we wanted a stage, and we decided, when we saw the stage, we decided we'd dance on the wharf. And it's beautiful.
Is this the beginning of a new tradition now?
We'll probably be asked to dance on all of them next year. But the people, yeah, it's just absolutely wonderful. It's really, you know, it's different. So we're really excited about the dances are.
Oh, it's very special. Very special. It's what I envision that it's all about, because it's all about keeping the tradition alive. And I'm sure square dancers have danced in lots of places aside from halls, and today was probably a good example of where a dance can break out anywhere.
When we come back, the final event of the Eastport Accordion Festival. They call it the Kitchen Party. Performers and participants gather at the Beaches Arts and Heritage Center in Eastport for one last tune. You'd think everyone would be played out by now. Not so. 19-year-old Kyle Morgan can't get enough, and the audience can't get enough of him. And you know what they say, as long as there's a player willing to play, there's dancers on the floor. The Time in the Hall dancers see to that.
There's no way to describe it. The excitement, everybody's in such high spirits and everything. It's just wonderful. This is the best.